4 mistakes most business websites make. Like 95%. Like you're probably making one of these mistakes, at least one. Probably not all 4, but at least 1 or 2. Let's get into it. Hello and happy Monday. Today is not only another Monday, but it's also National Napping Day. That's right, National Napping Day. So you're not only allowed, you are encouraged to take a nap. I hope that you'll be in observance of that. My name is Sean Osbrooks. If we have not met, I own a company called Woodrow Design. I've been designing websites, since 1999. Websites for clients and myself, all types of small businesses since 1999. If you do the math on that, man, that's 20 years. That's literally half my life I've been doing this. So I've learned some things, and a lot of them the hard way. And I want to share maybe 4 things that are hopefully helpful by pointing out some of the mistakes that I see over and over again on a lot of small business websites. There's 4 of them I want to go through with you. If you'd like to follow along with my journey, I've just rebranded a company called Woodrow Design. You can find more at woodrow.com. Oh my gosh, it's meetwoodrow.com. I don't even know my own website. Tip number 1, know the URL of your website, right? Okay, mine is meetwoodrow.com. You can go check it out. We just launched it last week. We're super excited about it. A showcase of our past clients and our services and how we can help and all good stuff like that. So anyway, meetwoodrow.com. Okay, you understand that you need a website. You get that. But what's your website doing for you? That's a conversation I have over and over with small business owners. What is your website doing for you? And the response I get most of the time is like, telling people where we're located, sharing our hours that we're open. I don't know. Usually the answer is I don't know, because they're not tracked, they're not understanding, and basically the website's not doing anything. I had a client a couple months ago that told me that their contact form, the one way to do something on their website was to get in touch with them, right? And they told me that contact form, again, the one place that you could reach out and connect with this company, was broken for 6 months, and they didn't even know it because they never got anyone filling it out anyway. That never happened. They didn't even realize it was broken. And that's common. It happens a lot. A lot of times we're at this level like, yeah, website should exist, but should it be doing something for me? Like what could my website do? The thing that we try to do at Woodrow, my company, is that we try to help small business clients understand that your website should be a really, really hard-working member of your team, your sales team. At the very least, it should provide a ton of leads for you. And the way we design and build and help our clients nurture and grow their websites is that we do it in a way that helps them connect with customers. I have 4 things today that I want to go through that help to point out maybe some things that you're struggling with. Maybe one of these things that you can relate with. Number 1 is that your website needs to answer objections. When someone arrives at your website and you're trying to convince them that you're a solution, you need to understand their objections. Why would they not purchase? What are they worried about? Do they trust you? Do you feel trustworthy? A lot of this is done through the visual design and the brand design and the story that you tell through those elements. But it's also, hey, here's why we're different. Here's who we are. Here's why you don't have to worry. Here's a trial period. Here's a demo period. Here's, kind of speaking to the objections that your customers have when you're on a sales call or you're meeting with customers or customers come into your store. What are the objections that you hear over and over? Right up front, don't avoid those. Don't hide those. Don't stuff them somewhere in a strange FAQ section somewhere on your website. Address them. If you can come to a customer that's on your website with objections that you understand that they're already going to have, most likely, and you can answer those objections, you instantly sort of diffuse the situation. They sort of feel at home already. That's step number 1. I see very, very few websites that actually take that step. A lot of the websites that I see for small business owners are solely focused on the small business, not the customers who are arriving there. Not any of their objections, not any of the sort of the weight, the nervousness that they're carrying before a purchase. None of that. It's all about their business. It's all about everything that they've done, all about their story. Take the time to answer customer objections and do it clearly upfront on your landing page or your homepage. It's a great way to introduce someone to your website and to your company. Step 2 is speak the language of your customers. If you, as a small business owner on your website, can't present your solution in a way that your customers expect to hear it, aka their language, then you're gonna miss them. You're gonna lose them. They're gonna be confused, and confused people don't buy. They don't purchase. They go somewhere else. When you're confused, you don't pull the trigger and say, hey, I wanna sign up. I wanna take advantage of this. You don't do that. There's apprehension that builds up there. So we need to learn to speak in the way that your customers speak. How do they view your problem? You're an insider. You're in your industry. You have high knowledge. You have years of experience, right? That's great. That's why we're hiring you. But we need on the website to communicate the problem in the language of our customer. So what are the key words? What are the words? What is the language that they're actually using? How do they envision themselves using your solution? How is your solution going to help their problem in their words? Super, super important. Because if they can read it and understand it, they get this sense that you, as the solution provider, almost understand the problem better than they do. That you get it, that you know where they're coming from. And that is a huge step in taking a cold prospect, helping them cross the line to become a lead or a customer. So number 2 is speak the language. Number 3 is call to action. Your website has to have a call to action. It has to ask people or invite people that are visiting it to do something, right? I mean, it's amazing the amount of small business websites that list their hours and list their location and have a picture and a bio and maybe a menu, something, but there's nothing to do. There's no action to actually take on the website. So you land there and maybe, hopefully you find the information that you're looking for. But oftentimes you get there and you think like, well, what else? Why can't I do something here? If you're selling to customers, if you're trying to generate leads online, there needs to be a CTA, a call to action. You're asking your visitors to do something. You're inviting them to take a step. What can that be? It can be a lot of things. I mean, a ton of things. It can be maybe download something that you provide, maybe a solution or an ebook or a PDF file. Here, enter your email and download this free thing. That's called a lead magnet. We can create those and help you build those. That's a huge and easy, simple way to provide value to your customers in exchange for sort of helping them become a warm lead, kind of crossing that line. Maybe it's just filling out a form, a contact form. It's amazing the amount of small business websites that don't even have a contact form. I don't even know how I can get in touch with this business. That's just basic. So we can fix that, no problem. Maybe it's a newsletter. That's an easy way, right? That's an easy way to help someone say, hey, I'm gonna provide tips and insight and advice every week or every month. Follow along here, put in your email. There needs to be something that we're inviting our users to do, because not everyone is going to be ready to buy. That brings us to number 4. Provide an alternative route, right? Most people, not just some, majority of people that land on your small business website are not going to buy something right then and there. They're not going to sign up for a service right then and there. They're just not. It's going to take a minute. They're on a buying journey, right? It's sort of the old story, the old metaphor of like, you didn't marry your husband or your wife on the first date, right? You met, someone caught your eye, you asked them on a date, you went to prom, you dated for a long time, you got engaged, you got married, right? That's when you sort of sealed the deal. It took a lot of steps and a lot of time to get there, but a lot of times I see small business owners provide no alternative route. It's either we get married now or forget it, we're done forever. Well, gee, what if we could just get to know each other first? Again, that circles back to the call to action. There's some little things that we can build into your website, an alternative route for those who are not ready to purchase. The majority aren't going to be ready the first time. When they're ready, they'll come back. But how do we build some steps to help them get ready? How do we stay in touch? How do we create a warm lead that we can follow up to, that we can market to over time in a way that we provide value to? We show that we have expertise, and we show that we're the solution that they need over time. How do we do that over time? How do we start to date? So maybe on your website there's a purchase or a sign up now button. That's great. But what's an alternative route? You have to have an alternative route. Besides marry me, right? It's like holding a giant sign, marry me. Well, could we just maybe go out for dinner first? Nope. Marry me or nothing. That's not cool. That's not a good option. And you're not gonna get a lot of people to marry you that way, right? So that's the 4 tips, the 4 things. So which one of these, as you think about them, which one of these can you resonate with? Which one of these do you look at your website and you say, yep, that's me. Number 2, absolutely. I don't speak the language. Number 3, I don't have a call to action. Number 4, I don't answer. Number 4, I have no alternative route. Number 1, I don't answer any objections. We can help you. I would love to help you with your website. If you don't even know which one of these mistakes your website is making, I would love to help you. We offer a free website audit. Usually it's about $250 for watchers of this video, I would love to give it to you free. If you respond in the next couple days, I'll provide a 24-step review on your website. Personally, I will go in and I will look at your website and I will help you identify which exact problems are existing on your website and maybe some ideas of how to fix them, right? We can help point out, we can run a full website audit from the top to the bottom, help you identify why your website isn't converting, why people aren't staying there, why they're not taking an action, why you're not generating leads and sales. We can get to the bottom of it, because here's the thing. The bottom line is this: your website should be working. It should not just be existing. It's not just a billboard or a sign. It should be doing something. It should be bringing in sales. Last thing, a little side story to help illustrate how your website should be helping you is this. We have 3 daughters, my wife and I, and the older 2 are just getting to their teenage years, and it's fun. It's really fun. It's really fun now because we get to assign them chores, right? They've been doing little chores, sort of like not so helpful chores as they've been little, but they're at that age where they can do stuff like they can clean the kitchen, they can empty the dishwasher, they can vacuum. And the other day, our oldest, she was vacuuming, my wife paused and she looked at me, she's like, "This is pretty cool, man. Our kids can do chores." Yeah, we need to take advantage of that, right? It was past the stage of like, yeah, we have children, they exist, of course, right? That's stage 1 of website. I need a website. To this phase of like, hey, wait a second, our kids can actually help out with stuff? You mean our kids can actually like vacuum? Our kids can sweep? Our kids can take out the trash? Like, not only can they should be, right? That's where a lot of our small business websites are. You need to get past that first entry level where, hey, yeah, I have a website. The question you need to ask and the question you need to answer is, what is your website doing for you? Because it should be working hard. It should be providing a lot of value to you. And we would love to help you identify how that can happen. Again, my name is Sean Osbricks. My company is Woodrow Design. Meet Woodrow, MEET Woodrow.com. Get in touch, leave a comment, send me an email at meetwoodrow.com. I would love to connect with you. Just send me an email. If you'd like a free website audit, send me an email. Let me know. Tell me your business name. I'd love to connect with you. Hope you have a good rest of your day. Hope you get that nap in. Peace out.